Johnson. And I'm Johnson Tom. And we are the Wilderness Brothers! Today we're gonna talk about the Japanese temperate rainforest. And we're gonna tell you how industrialization has created some powerful changes to this wonderful rainforest. No. We're gonna tell them how animals, typhoons, and insects are the primary cause this forest is deteriorating. We'll start by telling you the difference between a tropical rainforest and a temperate rainforest. A tropical rainforest is warm, supports hundreds of tree species, and has a rapid decomposition rate. A temperate rainforest is cool, has few tree species, and a slow decomposition rate. The Japanese temperate rainforest, located in the northernmost island of the Japanese archipelago, covers the low plains and hills of the Hokkaido. After World War II, Japan had to rapidly industrialize due to the toxic atmosphere from the atomic bomb. As a result, a large cloud of pollution came and wiped out and slowly took the temperate rainforest. It says here that an article published by Oxford University states, "Any impression of Japan as green is complicated by its complex history of deforestation, deadly industrial pollution, rampant consumerism, wasteful state infrastructure projects, controversial stance on whaling, and reliance on imported fossil fuels." You're right when you say Japan had to industrialize, but it had little to no effect on the Japanese temperate rainforest. According to a website dedicated to the research of Japanese animals, typhoons, insect infestation, and the Silkadeo foraging, all of which are created by that lovely Mother Nature, are primarily the causes of destruction. In fact, 60% of the damage in these forests is due to the animals that live here. That may be true, Johnson, but just a quick Google search would show you that about a fifth of the temperate rainforests have been lost by 1990. Do you know why that is, Johnson? Well, I'll tell you. It's definitely not because of the wildlife. Nope! It's because many of these forests are being clear-felled and sold for timber and pulp production. Many of them are also burned down each year to make room for houses. Silka deer don't live in houses, Johnson. Although I do appreciate you trying to defend Mother Nature here, Tom, you are definitely wrong here. Just like when we were kids and you thought Mom loved you more. Although that may be true for Japan specifically, I'm looking at the bigger picture here. Most of the time, temperate rainforests are destroyed by natural occurring pollution, like I mentioned earlier. One of the main causes being volcanic eruptions. Effusions from volcanic eruptions disrupt weather patterns and— We're talking about Japan here, Johnson! Continued agricultural and industrial development are the main threat to habitat loss and degradation. Logging, overgrazing, and hunting for subsistence also serve as some of the main wildlife destroyers of Japan. I'm not sure if you've noticed, Johnson, but animals don't clear out their own homes to create more traffic lights and destruction. You always were such a hippie. As clearly stated in Melissa Kaplan Herbst's Care Collection, Forest fires pour gases and particulates into the air. Not sure if you knew this, Tom, but forest fires are natural occurrences. And another thing, Tom, have you heard of lake gases? No? Well, let me tell you what they are. Ahem. Lake gases, such as carbon dioxide and methane, are generally held down by the cold water layer in the deepest part of the lake or are quietly diffused into the air. Would you look at that? It's not the humans creating all the greenhouse gases after all. Sure, that's true, but as skeptical science says, man-made CO2 in the atmosphere has increased by a third since the pre-industrial era, creating an artificial forcing of global temperatures which is warming the planet. Oh my! Continuing on. The extra CO2 is cumulative because the natural carbon exchange cannot absorb all the additional CO2. Do you know what that means, Johnson? That means that while nature maintains a balance of CO2 by constantly adding and removing, we harm the planet by adding extra CO2 that harm the balance. Thanks, you old oak. That may be true, but did you know that Japan is extremely eco-friendly? Sure, they might tear down a forest here and there, but 70% of Japan is forested. And they even prove that they're willing to go that extra mile because they've created green technologies like hybrid automobiles that shows that they will go the extra mile for the environment. I guess what they say is true. Ignorance sure is bliss, isn't it, Johnson? It sure is, Tom.